Eyes closed and dreams go free. Got an angel next to me. Hold me close so I can breathe. Let me go so I can live. Where do we go from here? Take me far away.
Yo, 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 yo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morning Coffee. How you guys doing here today? I got my outfit on. I felt like it's Easter weekend. I need to put something festive and colorful on. I look like a large Easter egg. No, this is my Bhutan royal garb, but I wanted to say what up and hope you guys are doing awesome out there across planet Earth. Let's go ahead and hit it, my brother. I love you. I love you. Yo, yo, yo. So, okay, here we go. I almost said that, and here we go. We've got a lot of awesome things in the pipeline for everything going on right now. I'm going to explain everything that's been coming through the pipeline and giving a bit of big love. Big love. You guys are just blowing it up. Good morning. Good morning. Oklahoma. Okay. Oh, okay, I can't get into that right now. It's too much awesomeness. So, what has been going on? My brother Andy from Tales from the Ship. We were supposed to do it yesterday, and then today we're going to do it next week. He had some issues come up that he's taking care of, and we're going to do that next week. And big shout out to my brother. Love you. So I was like, well, I am going to jump on and do a morning coffee for my family. So, there's a lot of huge financial news going on if you guys are paying attention. Okay. The financial news with, obviously the end of the fiat system, the more US and gold-backed commodity system is coming online with those rainbow bills. Okay. Whenever they're going to release those, we're not exactly sure. A lot of this financial abundance I saw coming to us, it was pre-September for the hard line of that. So anytime between now and September. A lot of the things that we're going through right now is adjusting into this new timeline. So you guys may have, set certain boundaries in your life. Maybe let go of some friends, maybe made some new friends. Maybe partners, maybe relationships, maybe places where you were living, maybe you've just moved. There's a lot of things that as we get ready for this Lionsgate in August, there's a lot of things that are shifting right now. So with this full moon in Libra, we just went through, I think it was in Libra. There's a lot of things that are coming to the surface, and there's a lot of reorganizing or recalibrating in your own life. So let's talk about recalibrations and what that looks like for your body, right? So, and obviously your consciousness. So really simple. When we talk about consciousness, I like to consider this the software. Your brain literally is a chemical computer. Okay, your brain by definition is a chemical computer. Okay, and then obviously runs on consciousness, is aware to pick up consciousness and whatnot. But the firmware updates or your solar updates, those are updates or downloads that access the flesh, your suit, and actually upgrade your molecular structure. We're going from carbon-based to crystalline-based. Maybe your atomic spin is increasing on all of your atoms in your body. Many of you guys who get the shakes at night, if you guys have been activated, you might be getting tones. Boop, boop. Right? You guys are getting the tones. You guys are getting the vibrations, or you're shaking sometimes. What is this? Electrical discharge you need to ground. Sometimes some of our higher selves coming from a very high voltage. When you have higher selves that operate from a very high voltage or an upper dimension, when it hits the vessel in the lower dimensions, the vessel shakes. I like to call this the Tesla shake. It's not abnormal. It's absolutely normal. When I got the Tesla shakes for 8 months when I was activated back in 2009, I shook for 8 months straight. The reason why I did this in particular was because I told my higher selves, pour it on, dump it on. I ain't got time for this slow rollout. I'm a year late when I woke up in 2009. I have things to do. So I shook every night. I called it the Tesla shake. My dogs would come in and lay on me. I'm over back in Manhattan Beach, and they would try to ground me. So your pets, your cats, your dogs may know exactly what's going on. They will lay on you and lay on your chest or lay on your feet and try to ground you. Mind you, at that time I had 2 little Jack Russell Terriers, and They only weighed about 15, 20 pounds, but it was pretty funny. And maybe I should have had a larger dog. It could have grounded me a lot easier. All right. But that's totally normal. It's a high voltage hitting a low voltage. We're in the third density, or really fourth density. They just don't want to say that out loud just yet. The consciousness of some of us is operating obviously in higher dimensions than fourth density or the dimension. Again, density, dimension are two completely different things. The third density has operational controls into different per se dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, whatnot. But density means you raise the entire antenna to be, more accessible to all the fourth dimension or fourth density spaces that found therein. Preferably, I prefer the fifth density, the fifth dimension. Right? I like being outside of time. I like to dip my head in and out of time at will. I do not like to be stuck in any one place for very too long. I don't like being stuck in a place for too long. I get bored. So many of us who are having this understanding of what dimensionality is, what density is a variation of your consciousness and how much you're overclocking or processing that within your cerebral cortex, your brain. No, there is no such thing as junk DNA. You have dormant DNA that once it activates, you are going to become more aware of the spaces, places, and beings around you 24/7, 365. Aho. All right. Hope that helps. What up? What up, Yishi, my boy? Whenever you see this, I miss you guys over there in Bhutan. I miss Tiger's Nest. I want to go sleep in Buddha's old bedroom. I like it. Pama say Baba, love you. What else? A big what up to all Brahma's kids. Big what up to all Archangel Michael's kids. Right. You know who you are. All the angelics, all the Lyrans, the Arcturians, the Syrians. We're going to have an amazing weekend. They were talking about the Saint Germain Trust and how the trust can only be open twice a year. So it's Easter or on Christmas. So we're all hoping it's tomorrow. All right. Now Christmas, I mean, yay. I don't know. I have so many things to do for these humanitarian projects. My portfolio is like 30 to 50 pages with images. It's almost like a script. If I walk into a redemption center, I'm going to blow their wig back. Like, I'm ready to go like, oh, can we use yours as a template? Yeah, I'm ready. A lot of these financial changes, the political system and these turds got to go before the full release of these resources are, given to the public to be used for humanitarian purposes. Because if you don't, you're going to allow these other, the negative guys to have access to these funds. And that's what we do not want. So hold in there, hold tight, understand there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. I've been asked, I just finished all my things that I've been doing for the 3D and now I'm filming. Next week, I'm going to be filming for you guys and working on just nonstop on all this stuff. I've been making a lot of new creations, right? As you guys can see behind me. For you guys' protections and activations. I'm going to turn my Tesla machine back on and I'm going to electrify all the crystals with that high voltage with all my jewelry. I think that's really cool. Obviously, all my stuff is created in a pyramid because I have a pyramid over my workstation and it sits in a pyramid until you guys purchase it. Until you guys get your orders. I basically have two new pyramids on the property. Two new pyramids on the property. A total of, I think, 9 on the property. Makes me feel good, makes me feel cozy, but I do realize that the reason why I do that is because it's easier on my vessel to maintain the higher frequency or the higher consciousness. I don't drop floors when I wake up. Rather, I just open my eyes and then I'm staring through my third eye and I'm like, you want to continue that dream sequence? Because I have some questions for you. It helps me maintain my frequency. I don't like to switch between awake or not awake or dream time or non-dream time or lucid or whatnot. I like to be awake all the time. That's kind of like my MO. I don't sleep in the sense of like most people. Now, I know you guys on this Easter weekend have a lot to be thankful for. Just remember the things to be appreciative of. Okay, I was looking around my space and all the hard work I put into it, especially this new filming studio. And I was like, I have to just pump the brakes and be appreciative for the moment I have right now with you guys, within my own life, and what I've accomplished thus far in my life. I know sometimes I put myself into the future quite a bit because I manifest. That's how I manifest. I see things coming 15 moves ahead. But your power is truly in the present. If there was a place on this planet that you wanted to go for a DNA activation, you could buy the ticket right when this video ends or while I'm saying it to you. There's nothing stopping you from getting on your soul path. I just want to be clear. The only thing that stops us sometimes is obviously what we need, in this realm to manifest, the funds or whatever we need. The comforts, let's just say, we need. I mean, for example, you could do an activation across the planet and go live in a hostel and take a bus. It might take you 10 days to get there, or buy a plane ticket, right? So what I'm getting to is all depends on your motivation and your will to get something done. So I'm very appreciative in this moment to be in the space I'm in. I'm very appreciative for all my friends and family out there across this planet. And I want to say in that appreciation that you owe it to yourself to share that space with people you love and that admire you as much as you admire them. Hearts on, right? And I can say that in these times, sometimes it's better to be by yourself right now, because if you've gone through tests that other people or beings have not gone through yet, unless you want to be a reflection of that test for them, you have the choice of not being that reflection tool. I get in conversations with people, especially my close friends, family, or sometimes I do sessions, right? And I'll say like, hey, look, here's your lesson. Here's the next 3 lessons you're going to have. I do not want to be your reflection. I do not want to be your negative reflection. I don't want me to tell you something that you're going to find out is accurate 6 months from now, like bullseye. I don't want to be the bad guy for 6 months because I called something out to your face that none of your friends or family will tell you to your face because they're not honest or they're unaware. So I'm trying to say for all my fellow counselors out there, my fellow light workers, healers, just when you give people advice, and especially from your heart, that they need to hear, say it. That's using your throat chakra. That's speaking your truth. But also understand right behind that sentence is, hey, listen, I can tell you the truth of how I see it, right? In my experiences, I can tell you how I learned that lesson. I can tell you how difficult it was for me. I can tell you the things that were easy, the things that were not easy. But I will not, and I do not want to be your negative reflection of something that maybe your mother and father should have given you when you were a little child. Maybe you weren't raised properly. Maybe you don't know what honor is. Maybe you don't know what loyalty is. Maybe you don't know what integrity is. Maybe you don't know what a ride or die is. Right? I'm looking for a ride or die. I'm not looking for a half cup of coffee. You feel me? So what I'm saying for all of us out there with friends, family, partners, whatever it is, some of us are getting to a place where like, I'm looking for that ride or die homie, ride or die partner, ride or die team member. I'm not looking for half cups of coffee that are curious. So in your own life, the more advanced you get, the more serious that conversation gets within yourself. Now you can have that conversation with a smile on your face, right? You can have that conversation with the, sparkles in your eyes. But what I'm getting to, ladies and gents, you can't lie to yourself about the potential of what something is just because you may be at a certain place and someone else isn't. Okay? So as you guys, the advanced out there, are all learning, our job is to not be resentful for those that aren't at your level. Nay, what it is do not give the car keys, don't give a Ferrari, that goes 200 miles an hour, don't give the keys to a 12-year-old that can't drive it. Even though you may drive it very easily, right? And then be resentful because the 12-year-old or 15-year-old or 16-year-old who just got their license crashes the car or strips the transmission. You never should have gave them the keys in the first place. Well, these keys, ladies and gentlemen, is access to your heart, your consciousness, your soul stream. You need to be very responsible and respectful for who you actually let into your consciousness and your subconsciousness. And I say this to you because many of you guys are going through issues right now with, could be co-workers, partners, friends. There's something that everyone has to individually grow and do down here. And it was some of my friends, especially, there are some things that I wanted to share with them that I was told they have to grow up on their own. You cannot do that for them. They have to make that decision for themselves. You cannot do that for them. And even though I'm the Care Bear stare at times, and I'm also Commander Kick-Ass, there are lessons that I went through 10 years ago, 12 years ago, that people are right now going through. So when I see them, I want to help you. I want to help, I want to give you that cheat sheet of things to pay attention to, things to look at. But I can't take that test for you. Okay, so a lot of you guys who are these spiritual teachers, a lot of you content creators out there, just understand those are the rules of the game. You cannot take someone's test for them. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. There's a lot of false light things out there that people are not integrated. They have not made the hard choice. They want to play both sides. Don't do that. Choose. I've had to choose in my own personal life because I've learned things on both sides of polarity. But I understand that my inner child comes from Creator. My inner child likes to be happy. My inner child wants to be at peace. My inner child wants to build the cities of light. My inner child wants to build the galleries and the gardens and the fountains and everything about it. That's all I dream about. It's all I think about. My inner child wants to bring heaven to earth. I don't care about white picket fences and taxes and weird things and businesses and corporations or what side of the aisle you're on, a Republican or Democrat. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is bringing peace, prosperity to this planet. And all I emanate is that change in the hologram. And I know that I'm supposed to pump the brakes down here as the rest of the population wakes up to the hard, cold truth of Creator loves everybody. And we're here to flip a planet. And it might be too big for some people to hold. But for some of us that can hold that, I'm here with you to remind you that that is why we are here. I never would have come down to this lower dimension unless it was for a greater purpose. It was not for a 3D incarnation. And I know many of you who are also ground crew feel the same way I do. I need and we want to create a space for all of us to hang out. I want to print 60 domes in a location and put fountains and gardens through the whole thing where no one who comes to our property ever has to worry about power, food, or water or electricity. Then you can actually have the time as a little Jedis out there to train and your children to train and become the true superhumans, the true angelic DNA, unlock the true potential of the human in a safe space. Anything other than that in this place is a waste of our time. Interacting with technology and a bunch of soulless entities and synthetics that just copy is a waste of our time. And a lot of the beings, even the grays that came back down here to blend with our DNA because they say that the aspects of them are from the future, a darker future, and they came back in time to blend with our DNA because their species was dying. I tip my hat off to you. But I'm also saying, like, instead of individually thinking about yourself, think about the whole. Some do. And that's the hardest thing about the grays, and that's the hardest thing about the reptilians, and it's the hardest thing about the Anunnaki, and it's the hardest thing to say about the Draconian. Can be honest with you, some of them are all about peace, prosperity, and abundance. They are. And some are just running old programs where they take advantage of anything in front of them because that's how they were treated. Okay. Different energies wearing different suits. That's it. So if you guys just always understand, no matter what species you're interacting with in Dreamtime, you know, let's talk about how to interact with a multidimensional being or how to interact with a spirit when you guys see beings in Dreamtime or in the physical or in an altered state. The first question I asked, I think it's the top 3 questions. Let's go through it. First question is, with my hands out, are you light side or night side? Pick. Light, left hand, night. Choose your polarity. I'll go light side. Okay, it might be reversed on this camera. I don't know, but this is my left hand. Okay. Light side. Okay, awesome. You're a light side being. I don't care what you look like. Okay. Are you Earth Alliance or Federation? Earth Alliance. Fantastic. What is your motivation for interacting with my vessel? Why are you here? In that one question, it's a very simple question, but it's a lot deeper than you think because you are now viewing yourself in the third person as a soul inside of a suit. I am a soul inside this suit. Why are you interacting with my vessel? Why are you here? Okay. I do that because it's 1, 2, 3. It's really quick and you can't bullshit. There's nowhere to run. My thing is that I'm here to support all the beings doing their best on this planet. I know I interact, and especially when we do missions and stuff, right? There's a lot of upper dimensional beings that get apprehensive about some of our team members because we're from different places. I'll say this to the world publicly. We are here to get the job done regardless of polarity. We are here to do our job and balance and stabilize a realm, this planet, the third density as it shifts. I can tell you what I'm here to do and what I will not tolerate. I'm here for peace, abundance, and prosperity for all beings on this planet, no matter where our team goes to clean something up. If our team is called into a place that needs to be cleaned up, it's already too late. It's already too late to talk. It's already too late for negotiations. If we show up in a place, the conversation's already over, or we wouldn't have gotten the call to come there. Are we clear? Fantastic. All the diplomacy and all the back and forth and all the want. If we go to a place, that conversation should have been had 20 years ago. Okay. So I get this a lot from upper dimensional beings is, well, you guys are shifting so much so fast. Like, which side are you on? I'm like, I'm here for a creator and creata. I'm here to balance this realm regardless of whose toes I step upon. I understand that a lot of these stories are baby stories that they tell little kids down here in the physical. I understand that each of these deities, each of these gods, each of these prophets, each of these beings that have ever walked this world have family and have older brothers and sisters. Buddha has an older brother and an older sister. Jesus and Yeshua, spiritually, energetically, definitely has a huge family bloodline he resides from. Right? Shiva, right? Even Brahma has a brother. What I'm getting to is they don't tell you all of these things. Everything is singular here. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay? What I'm getting to is some of the older brothers and sisters of these beings that these guys down here pray to and have written stories about for the last 7,000 years have family. And that family is here walking around with everyone else. And that family is going to make sure that this garden has whatever it needs to get taken care of so that all of the inhabitants of this place can live in peace and prosperity. Anyone who has an issue with that, you should check your heart, because you're not operating in service to all, you're operating in service to self. So I just want to be absolutely clear with everyone on the planet what my intentions are. I'm here to serve this entire platform, this entire planet, and to be strong for those that don't have a voice, and free, like animals, the fauna, the forests, all the, I'm here to speak upon and move my energy through things that need to be adjusted for generations to come as we fix the present and, really assist this planet in healing at an accelerated rate from all the shenanigans that's really gone on in the last 80 years. That's really taken a lot of, has damaged our mother, Pachamama, Gaia. We need to knock that off. Okay? So 120 years, So that's how I feel about that. Real cool, calm, and collectively. I'm one of the ambassadors of change or emissaries of change here to make sure that happens on this planet, period. I don't care what belief system you come from. You can't put me in a box. I can barely fit in this suit. To be absolutely clear with you. We're here for the entire planet to shift in a positive manner. Thank you so much. All right. Happy Easter. Woo-hoo! All right. I love you guys. It's really simple. And when people hear it, they're like, well, that kind of makes a lot of sense. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's not complicated. Everyone wants to put us in a box. You can't put us in a box. I don't fit in this planet. I barely fit in this suit as it is. I only I'm like dangling a pinky toe in this vessel 24/7. Okay. I just want everyone to know that that's how I truly feel. I just want my inner child wants to play with your inner children. I want to go have fun with you guys. I want to grow things, build things. I want to get on a sea-doo. I want to go 100 miles an hour. I want to be towed underwater with a mask on at 30 feet down, going around coral reefs. I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you my excitement of what I really enjoy is interacting with this planet in the manner we should have been interacting with it. That's why I love surfing so much. That's why I love surfing with the sea turtles. That's why I love, I want to go swim with the whales and the dolphins. My thing is that we were taught a different way of how to interact down here. It's like an all electronic nerd, TikTok-y, walkie-walkie. I don't know what it is, but none of us should be having algorithms glue us to an electronic device that's literally like sucking the soul and your energy out of your face and your body. That's why you get tired if you've had your hand on your phone for quite some time. It's pulling your life force. Okay. I do make cell phone EMFs. You stick on the back of your phone to assist with that. And I will be making some more stuff for the routers and protection stuff, and especially different. I have a bunch of large shungite beads that I had custom made that are larger. I'm going to be making EMF shielded necklaces for us. But I just want to be clear. It's like the core mechanism of who you are needs to be a reflection of not only what you want to bring to any place, but the reflection or frequency that you want to share with that place. Okay? And my job and our job as a team is to remind those that maybe are just waking up or maybe unconscious to some of these concepts that we are far older than what this place tells us we are. Our story is far older than 7,000, 10,000 years. It's almost, if you knew the truth, it would almost be like blasphemy. It would be a cheap commercial. It's such a lie about who and what we really are and what aspects of our DNA we really have access to. Because here's why. If a vessel down here in the physical plane activated all their dormant DNA and then started jacking their DNA into their higher selves, like say your Anunnaki, you could drive your Anunnaki around like a puppet. Did you know that? You could have your Draconian drop down and give you 25 push-ups. Did you know that? You could have your Gray do a spin and hit splits in the middle of a command center and take complete control over their soul and their vessel. Did you know that? The signal goes both ways. You could pop and lock with your Palladian and do a twerk in a dance off, and it's you inside of her body, and then snap out. The same things they do, the channel runs both ways. So what is it about us? They got to make sure our polarity in our emotional body and our pain body is in complete balance, because they don't want to send that signal upstairs. They don't want that rhetoric or those weird commercials running through, okay? So what I'm getting to is your heart and your inner child is truly the frequency that you want to promote, and that's that creator or creata or prime or source that we all wish to emulate the most, okay? It's going to be your most blissed out state. All right. Hope that helps. Dun, 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 dun. Love from Slovenia. All right. The interference. So check it out. The interference, what it is coming from the lower dimensions. It's coming across the surface. It's bouncing into us during certain intervals. Me, around 3 times a day. I'm getting used to the program sequence. I'm getting used to how it accesses my subconscious. But really, it's not just ignoring it. It's rather redirecting it around your energy field and go, yeah, run that over there. I ain't got time for that. What I'm getting to is it's not a very complicated program. It's just a consistent program of interference, okay? All right. It's all about connecting to other. Yes. And protect mama. Got to protect mama, dude. That's what's up. Oh, I need one of the... Hey, I got you. I'll get you one of them Shungat necklaces, bro. I got you. Whoo. You know what I mean? So check that out. Yeah, until TikTok guilty, we know that. I mean, they're it's an addictive thing. If you've ever played with TikTok, all of a sudden 2 hours will go by and you'll be like, what just happened to 2 hours of my life? Or it could be even on the YouTube and Instagram stuff. I just feel like I get pulled into a world, because sometimes, I mean, they got Joe Rogan on there. You know, sometimes it's like interesting stuff. You're like, oh, that's interesting, or that's interesting. But I can't say that Paul Greisen, that one astrophysicist guy, that guy says some things that is so, it's like, oh my God, that guy's knowingness is, it's like, unless he's just playing stupid and not being able to share certain things, right? Which is very true. There's Paul Greisen or whatever. There's some people that talk about stuff, and I look back and I'm like, you're an imbecile. Like the fact about the quantum physics and the quantum entanglement and how everything's connected. And like, I do agree with some things he says, but his as a matter of fact things are just not facts. So I can't be more real. There's a lot of people like that are paid. Homeboy, Carl Sagan knew the truth and told people something else because he was told the public is not ready for the truth. Do not tell them that. But Sagan knew what was up in the, 70s, 80s, early 90s? He knew exactly what was up. Couldn't say it to the public. What I'm getting to is that when you guys turn that radar on, when you're listening to somebody, pay attention to what they're not saying, not almost as much as what they are saying. The pauses, the different breath, when they're thinking about something, there's a lot of things that go into that to actually make up a physical explanation. All right. Yes, we are immortal. Warrior in the garden. What it is. We're going to pull some cards. All right. Whoo! So many portals only at TikTok, missing time loops. Yeah, I mean, you guys will be like, I was supposed to paint my work on my thesis, and you're like, you got stuck on TikTok. You're like, oh no, but I learned how to do what exactly? Yeah, it's there to there's different things you can learn. I'm just trying to say, pay attention to that. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, there it is. That guy has been a shill for a hot second. And the thing is that let me be real with you. Okay, so check this out. Some of these beings don't even know they're being run like puppets. Okay, this is the problem. Okay. There's a lot of people in the secret space program that came forward. And there was a lot of people that really did experience things. And there's a lot of people that had memories of the fourth dimension, not the third, that blended those things together. And there's a lot of people that shared information with the public as a matter of fact. And there's a lot of people that didn't understand that the spiritual awareness and training necessary to hold your field, be able to process information and share it in a manner where you're not just being spoon-fed things, is a very interesting thing, because information is information, right? Data is data. It's just on which aspects of data take you into a place of love, bliss, and understanding, and which aspects of data take you into a place of fear, separation, and, let's just say, looshy-loosh. What I'm getting to is that I've seen people that have been taken over. I told you on that mission, Certain Mounds, Ohio, 2 of the members on that team got taken over. All that has to happen is someone on the night side knocks out your higher self, just like in a bar fight, and jumps on your stream and jumps in the suit. It's that simple. As above, so below. What I'm saying is that some of these people have their higher selves taken out. Something else jumps in and is feeding these people the information. It is not that they are bad people, right? It's just that they are being used like puppets because they don't have the awareness to know what is them and what is something outside of them, trying to interfere and cause disruptions or manipulation. And that is something that many light warriors have to go through, including myself, very much so, in knowing who and what you are and what you're trying to share. All I can say is my inner child has his hand on my steering wheel. And if my inner child gets pissed off, that's not a good thing. If my inner child gets sad, that's not a good thing. My inner child being happy and blissful creates a wave of purity through me where everything I touch becomes that, let's just have fun and create some awesome stuff. You feel me? So what I'm getting to, it's the inner child. Okay, the inner child in all of us is what we are really here to do. Now, some might call that the soul. I'll make it real simple. Your soul, the innocence of your soul is your inner children, your inner child, okay? Just want to let you know. That's why they try to keep us out of our hearts so much, okay? So, some of these guys, if you just jump to their house, pull them out of their body energetically, like Neil deGrasse, and take this guy on a road show and go, hey, you never seen an ET before? If I hear one more weird comment that you guys think that other species don't exist in this galaxy, it blows my mind. Like, you guys are actually super special. There's ETs walking in front of you right now in human suits staring at you. Do you understand how awkward it is? We're not all from this planet, okay? So I think he knows that. I think he plays dumb. And that Miyakaku or whatever, he plays dumb. Sagan played dumb. Anyone that's really been in the public eye that's like, this is what it is. Anything that's NASA, never a straight answer. Or DARPA, Defense Against Reptilian Pedophile A-holes. Whoever these guys are, I just got to be real with you. There's aspects of our higher consciousness that sees these guys like a bunch of ants, like employees. They don't see them as like super advanced beings. Super advanced beings don't need spaceships to travel. I can't be more clear than that. They travel at the speed of thought, and they literally materialize into whatever density they want to materialize into. We come from places like that. Now, what we're doing here, I'm not sure. I guess we're just observing, right? But what I'm trying to say is that we are all here for a divine purpose to assist this planet. As we heal ourselves, we heal all things around us. All right. That's all I wanted to say. All right. Take a picture. All right. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So it's real, not a space agency. Do you guys see that one thing of the rockets, and they had a mouse climbing on the rockets because it was all CGI? Did you guys see that video? Listen, it's just, I get it. But the thing is that these guys think that they're pulling a wool over people's eyes. There's some of us that are sitting there going like, I'm going to hold you and your whole organization completely responsible for lying to that degree. You realize that, right? It's not just you just make shit up and then brainwash population. I'm going to hold each and every one of you accountable for your actions, right? Like in the karmic wheel, some of us are so old that we did shit 3 ages ago. And we're still paying karma for shit we did 75,000 years ago. And if you think you're going to get out of the wheel because you're collecting a paycheck, or you think you're going to doing the right thing, or ignorance is bliss, goodness gracious, there's a lot of guys downstairs that would argue that point with you. Okay? There's a lot of beings that are paying the piper right now that honestly, bro, some of the guys I know downstairs are not all bad guys, but they were on the wrong side of a confrontation. And you're going to explain to them why you get a free ride and they don't? I would never want to be in that conversation with you, because I think the amount of information that would hit you would blow your wig back. Okay? They don't even like me talking about that stuff, guys. They're like, whoa. I'm here like, let's pull some cards, shall we? Fantastic. All right. We're going to pull cards. Let's go card time. Okay? I love you. Yes, baby. Card time. Look, there's a reason why everything's popping off right now, ladies and gents. I'm just trying to say there's a reason for everything. We're about to get our abundance. Full stop. Okay? But what? 100 days tops? We're within like 100, 200 days tops. Not even, right? So what I'm getting to, just chill. But what is the universe doing right now? Removing everyone from your life that's not supposed to be there or who has not chosen. They're moving everyone out of your field. But they were my best friend. Yeah, well, but this is what you didn't see they're a part of. Oh my God. I didn't know. The universe is going to remove every turd from your life if you're meant to do great things and have a beautiful destiny. And they're going to keep showing you these things over and over and over again until you go, oh, that's why I can't hang out with you. Got it. Until you choose the right path that I have chosen, I can't hang out with you. Got it. Well, I hope you choose wisely, brother or sister. And just sit back and observe. And that's okay. There's no judgment with that. I just want you guys to be super clear with that. If someone's not ready, you can't force people to evolve. You can't force people to let go of things that they do very easily that may be night side. But it doesn't mean you hang out with them. You just go, I love you. I will wait for you up here whenever you make that choice and work that out yourself. I will be waiting here with open arms. I love you very, very much. That's all you can do. You cannot force someone. You can't drag your parents up the ascension ladder. They have to want to do it themselves. I just want to be absolutely clear with that, okay? There is no exceptions. Believe me. I'm like Johnny Cochran over here with these court cases in the gray area. I'm trying, right? And that's not what they go, listen, that's not what it is. It's just everyone, it's free will. They have to choose. So you're choosing to chill while that all stabilizes. You're like, yes. They're like, fantastic. You're beginning to understand what it is to have patience and unconditional love. And with that, let's pull some cards. All right, let's get some cards going for this weekend banner. Card time. Let's crush it. All right. Crush it. I made a bunch of new stuff. I have not put it in the shopping cart yet. I will. I know. This stuff behind me is fire. And thank you for everyone who ordered that new. I had tons of my family members reach out to me. I love you. And yes, a couple of these are already sold. I believe this one's already sold. This one's already, there's a lot that already moved, and the ones that are already in the shopping cart, 2 or 3 of these. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for that. And obviously, I really kind of got super scientific on some of this stuff. I'm starting to bend like, well, how much gold, how much silver blends, how much frequency, how many magnets on the cable to maximize the electromagnetic biofield. What stones, what do they want to do with this necklace? Do they want to talk to their higher selves? Do they want to be shielded? Do they want greater power? Do they want power ampage? Do they want more healing abilities? What is it that you want to accomplish with a piece of my jewelry? Then it's obviously the other creations I make, the bed sets. How can the bed sets charge things while you're in your electromagnetic field, in your, with the stuff I create? I'm trying to make things that work hand in hand. Like, no, you charge the necklace on the sundial, you put it on, it's charged up all day, and then you take it off and you put it back on the charge plate. So it's like, whoom, whoom, whoom. I'm trying to figure out exactly how. They're Atlantean downloads. I'm trying to figure out how and why we wore certain rings, how we charged our rings, how we charged our gear, and how that works. So it's very interesting for me because I'm remembering things as I make stuff. So we got Lyrans today. We got some Star Dragons for this week coming up. Some unicorns. Yeah, I mean, all these, everything you wear should work hand in hand. And I'm trying to get us back into that place. It's like everything I put on my body has to do something, or or it's a waste. It has to do something. And Lemuria. All right, let's start off with some unicorns for this week. All right, what do the Nords and the Palladians like to say for this week? All right. All right. First card is. Okay. Rush. Not a so first card is rush. There's a rush. Okay. A rush of what? Okay. There's a rush of what coming? All right. Let's see what the rush is. I've never pulled that card. I didn't know that card existed. Rush. Okay, it's a rush of what? Okay. Space rush. Rush space. So there's a bunch of energy or things that are rushing towards us through space. Space rush. Rush space. Space rush. I'm getting pinged. There's a lot of activity going on in your skies. Fleets are arriving. They've all waited for this time to make themselves known, and many of you with the ability to see will see. Pay attention, look up. Okay. Got it. Space rush. It's just so cool. It's like I have my little private conversation dialogue, but I happen to bring the whole planet with me. I'm like, what else are our higher selves and ET brothers and sisters would like to say? All right, dragons. All right, let them pull. Okay, here we go. Dragon for dragon. What would you like to say? I'm fair. That's why I have unicorns and you have dragons. Okay. Okay. Understanding. Looking at both sides. Understanding. Okay. Understanding what? What are we understanding? Looking at both sides. Okay. Both sides of polarity. Got it. I have a huge download too. I think I might save it for the book. I don't know if I'm supposed to even share this, but I figured out what... I don't even want to say it. I figured out what a certain number sequence means. For me, at least. I figured out what it is. For me. Maybe I'll share it. I don't know. That's something that... Maybe they're giving me stuff for the book. I don't know. Damn, this is a hot potato. Culmination, completion, or renewal. Culmination, completion, or renewal. So looking at both sides and completing, completion or renewal. So hey, some of us dragons out there, we're graduating and completing or renewing our soul agreements. Okay? So we are integrating and assisting, and we are in completion and renewal. Okay? So there is a rush in space to look at both sides and complete and a renewal, culmination. Okay? So there's basically a rush towards integrating right now. Okay? I can feel it. I talked to my brother Tone today. I feel like who we were in the past is not who we are in the present moment. And a lot of these beings that have been sitting outside of time and space don't realize what has changed inside of us. And for me, it's like I'm still that badass commander kick-ass, but I actually listen to my inner child, which is something in past lives, especially on the warrior side, I never would have even thought twice about. Now I'm like, well, how does that make me feel? Should we smash on them or give them a huggy hug? Can I smash on them and then get a milkshake? Imagine being so gnarly. You're like, I'm going to smash on this whole area, but then can I get I want a chocolate milkshake and a cookie. I'll do it for a cookie. And they're like, what is going on? He wants a cookie? Somebody give him a cookie. Do we have a cookie anyway? You know, I mean, it's like the reason why you do things is not you're like, what is he getting out of the situation? You're like, he just wanted to help the people and he wants to help them and move them into a nicer place. And then both sides are like, come on, what's really going on here? And then they don't realize it looks strange because my inner child's like, just help them and take them and put them over there. I have some friends. I'm like, okay. And then I want a cookie. Okay. It's actually one of the greatest gifts if you ever meet me in person. Like apple juice or a cookie, I'm like, I love you. How can I assist you? Oh, you want a hookup of $1,000 worth of gear? You brought me a smoothie and a cookie? Hey, what do you need? I like you. I'm like the simplest person in the universe, bro. A giant cookie. I don't know what it is. That's just me. Because we don't need anything really. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some of us, we do well. We don't need things. It's the small things. I was hungry. Here's a smoothie, bro. I know you're hungry. Hey, thanks, bro. I get just as much of enjoyment out of that is it's the simple things is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Simple things. And my inner child will help anyone as long as they're nice. But if they act mean or, then you got to deal with the other version of me that goes, oh, you were mean to his inner child? Oh, no. What did you say? Oh, no. Oh, you thought he was kidding. He wasn't kidding. Oh, yeah. Then you got to deal with Commander Kickass. So everyone has an opportunity to meet your inner child and be polite, be respectful, and treat everyone with respect and to play nicely with others. And I say that to everyone on this planet that may not have seen me or met me in the past, but are meeting me now for the first time. Be nice to my inner child and I'll be nice to you. Everything else, put that second. Why? You don't want to deal with what comes second. Stay in that first, I would say the 9th wave of awesomeness. It's a much easier way to interact. Okay? Just be nice to one another. That's all I'm trying to say. I love you guys. Be nice. Okay? I mean it. When I say please be nice, I mean it. Be nice to one another. Lyrans for this week. Waves of inspiration, dedication, stamina, and new energy. Okay. Waves of dedication, stamina, and new energy for us Lyrans this week. Okay. This is what I'm implementing in the gym right now. This is that dedication, that stamina, and the new energy is obviously more light side. Is actually stabilizing this weird data and these waves of turd waves coming in. So what's my job as that driver? I need to do more things that put my body in a state of rest and peace, not less. Okay. A couple times last week, I had to go sit in a jacuzzi. I don't like sitting in, even though it's a saltwater jacuzzi, no, saltwater pool, it's a regular jacuzzi. I don't like sitting in jacuzzis. It irritates my skin. But a couple times when the energy, the weird turd waves were hitting me, it wasn't just gym sauna steam. It was gym. Then I was like, go sit in the sun, get in the jacuzzi, put your music on, and just center. I had to do more to center, not less. So that goes for everyone out there. It's not less right now. You have to do more to stabilize these turd waves. Okay? It's not like the same thing you did to stabilize yourself for the last 20 years. All my guru, guys and gals out there. No. You got to kick it up about 20% because eventually those turd waves start affecting you and it starts making small changes in your path and in your consciousness. You got to do more to counteract that. Okay? Just as a reminder, Leah Ritten's full this week. One more. Okay, you got it. Mission possible. You're going to succeed in everything you do. Let's go. Mission possible. Whatever you guys are working towards, you're going to achieve it. Mission possible. We can overcome these trials and tribulations. We will overcome waiting and being patient while this financial system changes. We will continue to work on ourselves. Mission possible. We already got this. It's the manner and the choices we make that possible for not only yourself, but everyone. And now here's the kicker. We know we won, right? But how graceful can we make it? Okay? Mission possible. You're going to succeed in everything you do. So here's what I'm saying for my fellow Ascended Masters, Starseeds. Listen, it's not asking a kid to do a kickflip for the first time. They're going to fail until they, probably like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. I don't know how long it takes to do a kickflip, especially in motion. Gracefulness is asking Tony Hawk to do a kickflip, and he does it effortlessly. Some of you guys need to act your age and remember that the highest vibration rules the room and rules the roost. And sometimes we get pulled down into these lower dimensions of confrontation, resentment, anger, frustration. When we get back into ourselves, though, and we go up into the higher resonance of who we really are, we realize that, I shouldn't have been so mean to that person. I could have given them a second chance. I don't know, but I am the bigger person. The only thing I will say with that is when Yeshua or Jesus said, when you get popped in the face, turn the other cheek. What he doesn't say is after you hit that second cheek, you're getting knocked out. So just got to be clear about the light on this planet and how some of these laws and regulations. Yeah, if I was Yeshua, I'd be like, yeah, hit me once. Oh, you really? Hey, Roman Empire, hit me again. Wang. Once I take that one, the third thing that's coming is you get knocked on your ass. So just to be absolutely clear. So turn the other cheek to make sure they make a decision that they can't back off from. Are you sure you want to do that? Okay. I told you, bring me a cookie. I'm just kidding. All right, and that third card is the greater plan. Acceptance, letting go, and divine perfection. What is the greater plan? We're in the greater plan, ladies and gentlemen. And we've been purging and going through all this negative, weird shit as the frequency comes up in the physical plane. Our hardware, our firmware updates are coming from the sun. Boom, boom, boom. Our molecular structure is going up. So it's having to purge all of the old programming and software, timelines, past lives that can't take the higher frequencies. So you're going to shake. You're going to purge. But if you guys get through it together, right? If you guys get through this, only higher realities await for us, not lower. Okay? Only higher realities. All right, let's do a Lemuria. Let's go. This is card time on steroids. Here we go. New Earth cookies. You know what I mean? Hey. What is he like? And like I said, I'll do a vegan cookie. Some coconut, It doesn't have to be like a bad cookie. I'll take, you got cookies? It's almost like the people that really know our higher selves. It's like, I feel sometimes when I go talk to my higher selves, and like some of them are like super royal, gnarly dudes, I almost feel like I figured out the trick. It's like they won't see anybody. I like knock on the huge like golden doors, and the guard's like, "What do you want?" I was like, Is my dad there? Can I talk to him? He doesn't, you can't just talk to your dad. I'm like, "Oh, because I brought all these cookies and fresh squeezed apple juice. And I just thought, if you're the one that's going to be responsible, I'll tell him like, hey, I brought you fresh baked cookies and some apple juice. And your guard says you couldn't have any." He goes, whoa, I didn't say that. Hold on a second. I'm just sitting there with cookies and apple juice, just going, "Got you. Yes, come on in, son." I'm like, "Hey, I just thought you'd like some apple juice. Hey, I bring a gift to you, guy." Just telling you. It's the way you interact with the universe is what I'm saying. If you show up for assistance or you're showing up for help, bring something, dude. Even if it's a love, even if it's a joke, it's got to be an exchange, okay? That's usually with the night side dudes. Light side dudes, they get it. We're all doing the best we can, okay? But if you guys are interacting with upper dimensional things, just remember there's a sense of royalty that comes with your bloodline in the way in which you interact with the higher versions of yourselves, and you respect them in a way that deserves respect. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like manners maketh man. Have some manners. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I got some fresh baked cookies, bro. I don't know, the chocolate's just melting off of them. I don't know what to do with them. Oh, you get those in here. After they mind you some cookies, you're like, "Hey, that one part on Earth in the realm? Yeah, what about it? Can we just change out all that system? It's kind of boring. It doesn't really work. It's like some weird nerd bacteria stuff. What did you have in mind?" "Well, I don't know. A change of the guard, some new light beings being put into different places. Try some new things out. The music, the software's dated. It's just got to be updated, pops." I like that. Why don't you try that out? What I'm trying to say is that this little planet in the multiverse is very small. Some of you guys come from royalty that actually runs star systems. Imagine talking to your dad that is like one of the head honchos in the galactic center that talks to the other galactic centers. And that's one of your oversouls that you've got a personal phone call line to through your heart if you knew how to make the phone call. And you knew how to get through security. And you knew the right, the right manners, the right culture, that you had the right sequences to gain an audience. Just remember that. There's a reason why things are called royal and things aren't called royal. The royal, listen, we are all royal first and foremost. What I'm getting to is there's a certain level of, it's just mutual respect. It's how you approach. It's your mannerism. It's the frequency coming off your heart. Many guys in the SSP say they have to really watch with their thoughts when they interact with other beings that are telepathic, because their energy, their fear, their whatever is so weird that it makes them almost feel like they're talking to a dog from the pound. "Oh, I'm so weird. You're an ET. I'm weirding out over here." Even though you might be straight faced, your energy's going crazy. It takes a while for you to go, "Yo, what's up?" "What it is, playa?" This is what takes a long time. "Oh my God, there's an ET in the room and I can't take it. Oh, I gotta wake up." Then eventually you get to, "Okay, it's in the room. They're in the room. What am I going to do?" "Okay." Right? More years, more time goes by. "Yes. Okay. Yes, my Arcturian. Yes, my Lyran." Another 5 years go by. "Yo, what up? What up, playa? Bottles in the club. Keep it popping. And then another 5-10 years go by. You're like, "Yo, homie, oh, you want an audience? What'd you bring me?" It flips all the way back over. It goes 360 back into, "Yeah, I know who I am. What it is, playa." What do you need? It's when all that fear and all that weirdness leaves you, you get back into, oh, I remember who I am. Fantastic. Okay. They're scared of them because listen, this is why. It's not so much scared. Your brain was grown in this place to see everything in the physical plane as only humans live here. These are animals. Each of the animals. This is a coffee cup. I drink coffee. What happens is your suit gets spooked because you're seeing something you've never seen before. So your brain is doing its best to almost like playing a picture show. Like, what is it? Right? It looks like a mantid. It looks like a mantis. It looks like a bug. He's waving at me. It's a bug waving at me. It's like, it has mandibles. Is it going to bite me? Like, your brain and your system in your flesh actually freaks out, not your consciousness. So it's almost mind over matter. You have to control the molecular structure of your consciousness and go, yo, what it is. Can I assist you? Fantastic. Why are you here? Okay? That's why. So, I'm just, hey, look, it's supposed to be comedy. Look, I'm supposed to take all these subjects and be like, no, it's kind of like this. All right. Calm down. Oh, tip for you guys when you guys have your med teams working on you. Your light side will not work on you in the beginning. Your light side now. Palladians, Arcturians, Syrians, Lyrians. Listen. Some Syrians. Listen. When I first woke up, my light side had these really nice Palladians that were trying to get close to me to work on me on my couch in the den in Manhattan Beach. And what happened was I got scared, and I basically, they give you the, when you get scared and you can't control your energy, they do the, the paralysis. You get frozen. Paralysis. Can't move. Now, the grays and negative beings do this too because they don't want you swinging on them. But I'm talking about the light side who actually, when you ask for an upgrade, okay? What I used to do, my secret was that, my light side would ping me, left ear. I'm like, yo, talk to my 5D. And I'd be like, yo, I requested that healing. Are they here? Hold on a second. My 5D would go up, go talk to them. Blah, 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 blah. There's a 2-man team, right? 5D would come back and go, I go, what did he say? 2-man team, you need to calm down. They're here to work on you. So what I would do is to make sure and give them a visual cue that I would not try to sock them or freak out. Because what happens is you can hurt beings with your energy. I would take my hands, and I'm laying on my back, I would sit on my hands. I put my hands behind me, and I would sit on them. So my hands are underneath my back or underneath my, whatever. Put your hands behind your back. And I was laying so I couldn't energetically, even if I freaked out, throw a left hook. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is when you guys are getting worked on, remember the light side is divine and beautiful. They do not want to be swung on by an unconscious vessel just waking up. It's like knocking a doctor out, or it's like getting a root canal and all of a sudden you punch the dentist in the face. The dentist is going to go, yeah, knock him out. I don't want to get swung on. So until you guys are comfortable enough to not have to get paralyzed, that happens in the beginning, by the way. I just want to be real. Okay, here we go. Okay, back to card time. Sorry. Card time. All right, card time. Lemurians. What we got? First card. Vulnerability. Heart. Vulnerability. I'm telling you, it's exactly what I said, ladies and gentlemen, all my fellow dragons. It's your inner child. Your inner child cannot be fooled. Your inner child always knows the truth. You're meeting a new person. Maybe you're at a club, maybe you're at a bar, I don't know. Maybe you're at a business meeting. And all of a sudden, you leave there to go wash your hands in the restroom and your inner child goes, I don't know about that one. She or he's kind of weird. Listen, you're doing a business deal. I don't know if I trust them. They seem kind of weird. Your heart does not use very complicated English. It's not going to be like, oh, the quantum grammar of blah, 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 blah. No, it's, I don't know, I think I don't like them. Or I do like them. It's simple. Listen to your heart. And that only comes from being vulnerable to even get comms on that. Okay? So I want to be real with that. It's a very strange thing. It's very simple. Okay. Oh, I'm just... Second card is Manifestia. So, vulnerability. Manifestia. Okay? So, vulnerable manifestation is creating something with an open heart. Okay? I want one more. This is awesome. And I am going to work that last deck too. I've been working on it. Awakened awareness. Awakened awareness. Okay, so awakened awareness. Oh my gosh, awakened awareness manifests vulnerability because your heart actually gives you a different subset of abilities, meaning that heart scan, you can scan everything around you. It's like 30 yards in a sphere with your heart. Boom, you pulse everything around you. So having that heart on allows you to manifest an awakened awareness. It's almost like a heart. That's not like a third eye. That's like awakened awareness. It's like, that's your heart. It's like an awakened awareness of other things, other frequencies. All right, so we're having fun. Go ahead and punch in where around the world you guys are punching in from. And I'm going to work with this deck one more time to figure out which ET species we are working with. All right. I eventually will get this right. All right. Go ahead and punch in where around the world you guys are watching from. Vulnerability and awakened awareness. Yes. What else would you like to share? Giza 20 is 20% off your Giza bed sets. I'm pouring those later today and tomorrow. And I'm also making some new sundials for my brothers over there in Orange County to make sure that what's going around right now in the collective is a lot of people are kind of getting taken over. A couple of my guy friends said that, hey, their girlfriends, got taken over a couple times, and and they had to go in there and clear that energy out of them. And it's going around with boys and girls across the planet right now. I've heard about 7 or 8 different examples of someone getting taken over in the past 2 weeks. So there's a weird turd thing coming through the electromagnetic waves, and it's attaching to people and it's trying to take them over. So I am making new sundials called the FU sundial. It's a special one. I don't like saying that. Fridge upstairs. You know what I'm talking about. And I am making some new ones to get rid of that. The main thing, if you guys are making your own orgonite out there that you want to use, is sunstone, kunzite, and black kyanite. You also want to use obsidian, golden obsidian, black tourmaline, and onyx. And the onyx I got is from a reservation. They're called Apache Tears. And it's like solid black onyx. It's like nuts. So anyways, if you are making your own protective devices, they hate, the negative frequencies hate those stones. Kunzite sunstone burns them out, like putting a flashlight on a cockroach. And the other darker or shungite, tourmaline type stones make a barrier they have a very hard time accessing. It's very difficult for them. Tip your boatman on the way out, ladies and gentlemen. I know, if I did a talk show, I was like, so you've got demons. Go ahead and call Rion over here at Ghostbusters here at Team Light. We know exactly what alchemy... Oh, no, we remember Atlantis. We're not impressed. It's awkward that such small things are in charge. No, I'm just kidding. You've never seen a demon get dunked like a basketball. Well, let me help you out with that. Lightmare, coming to a theater near you. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. All right, are we ready? You guys punching away. You guys are saying, let's just figure out which cards. Oh, my God. Texas. Michigan. All right. Kansas. Massachusetts. I love you. I love you, Team Light France, Team Light Arkansas, Team Light Cyprus, Team Light Canada. I love everybody out there. And Team Light Netherlands. All you guys are crushing. I love it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Orange County. All right. Every time I see, okay. Netherlands. There we go. Upland, California. Cali. Manitoba. Florida. Pensacola. Oh my God. Carolina. New Mexico. Canada. Miami. Germany. Hey, Google, what's my algorithm? Netherlands. Wisconsin. Illinois. Southern California. I mean, they're like, why doesn't this guy have a talk show? I'm like, I don't know. France loves me. Moving on. Now I'm working on it. I'm running. You guys are insane. I can't keep up. Venice, Central, Oregon, more New Zealand. Would it be? And Germany. We love you. I can't keep up. I love you. South Africa. You know I love you. All day, every day, Mary. Oh my God. It's a lot. Philly coming in hot. And we're just going to end with Philly coming in hot. Okay. Last time. Which species are going to be in the ships that we are going to interact with? I'm going to go light side over here. Okay? 6. We're going to pull 6 cards. Scan the cards. We're going to take 6. We're going to get this right. All right, here we go. You guys ready? All right, here we go. The species that are going to be in the spaceships when we have contact, and go. The races. First one. Oh, it's a hot potato. We got Anunnaki right out the gate. Okay, we got Anunnaki. All right. I think I like the guy sitting in the sun. All right. Talk about bipolar. All right. Have you talked to one? Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Anunnaki. Second one. Don't shoot the messenger, sweetheart. I'm in a little container. What do you want from me? I feel like Beetlejuice. I'm like, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? I'm 20 foot. I'm stuck in a 6 foot popsicle suit. Okay. Moving on. I'm the size of my anklet. Put that in perspective. Okay. I'm the size of a piece of jewelry. My anklet was as large as my body. Arcturians. Boom. See, I told you. Anunnaki. Arcturians in the house. Let's go. 4 more. 4 more. Why don't you do them all? Why don't you realize you're going to wait your turn? Just wait your turn. Okay. Well, now you're having fun. How is it like down there? I'm like, hey, bro, you remember that like bracelet you had on your right wrist? Yeah, I'm about that size. It is weird. Just kidding. I'm the size of jewelry. Alpha Centaurus. See? I had to switch my polarity. My system has been, my antivirus has been working quite well. All right. 3 more. 3 to go. Big shout out to all my Arcturians out there. Boom. Netherlands again. Madagascar. Yes. Vive la France. Okay. Let's go. I'm excited. In this world. Okay, we have the air element, philosophy, discrimination, empathy. So philosophy and empathy, air element. So maybe that's because things are coming down from space. Or like I said, air element, there's something coming in the airwaves. Maybe they're in the airwaves, they're in the energy, they're in the ethers. We have Alpha Centaurus, Arcturians. and the Anunnaki. And then we have, oh my God, this is nuts. Hold on. This is okay. Now they're making sentences. Stand by. All right, you guys, check this out. They're like, Anunnaki, Arcturians, and the Alpha Centaurians are responsible for air and water. Do you guys see the two different arrows? And then check it out. Remember in the last broadcast, I said how I make a Merkaba? The first thing I do is I make an arrow of energy coming down over me, and then I bring a triangle coming up and I interlock them. And what does that make? A Merkaba. Okay. I'm not getting I am receiving the message. Hold on. This is fun. Hold on. This is getting out of control. Here. They're giving me some sort of like, okay, I want 2 more races. Okay, air and water. You're coming from the air and the water. You're coming from the sky and the water. You're coming from military bases. You're coming from the arcs that are in the water. The arcs that are around the planet are being activated, and you're coming from the air. The arcs are interacting with these races and adjusting probable timelines. This is interesting. I haven't been this excited in a while. Syrians from Sirius A. Okay, we got the Syrians in the house. Last one. As we all know, the star seeds. I know. Let me see what this card was going to be. Oh my God! Look, they're like star seeds, Palladians. This is nuts. And what was the first card I put back? I didn't want to pull it. Okay, well they're all here, ladies and gents. Okay, my Lyran, by the way, looks a lot sexier than that. I'm not sure if that's the I smoke weed on the beach in Venice Lyran. But mine does not look like that. But Lyrans. Okay, strength, courage, and bravery. All right. A lot of artistic expression right there. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Palladians, this beings from Sirius A, Starseeds, Lyrans. And then we have Arcturians and the Anunnaki. We have information coming from the water. That's going to be the arcs. We have interactions from space. That would be the air. And obviously that's coming together to form that Merkaba, which I'm sure is in that right there. Okay, cool. Well, I hope that helps. I hope that was a better classification of what we need. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, okay, just my dude looks like, if you guys have seen Thundercats, the cartoon, my Lyran doesn't look like Lion-O. He looks more like the tiger version. And he's large. I've only seen him in the blue hue. I've never seen him like in 3D eyes. It's always a blue hue. He's huge. He's fast. They're agile. The thing about the Lyrans, why they're so gnarly, is that pound for pound, their agility, oh God, I can't explain it. Have you ever seen something jump diagonal at 60 miles an hour? Have you ever seen someone jump at the acceleration and the agility of them is nuts. I can't explain to you what that is. I've only seen it a handful of times. It's not just like, oh, they're strong like a lion. No. It's gnarly. And they're rad. And they make great vegan meat. Okay, and that's all I'd like to say. Ladies and gents, I want you guys to have a blessed Easter weekend. Happy Easter to everyone on earth. All right. Let's get it. Happy Resurrection Day. Amen. I love you guys very, very much. Until I see you guys next time, I love you very much. And have a blessed week. Lots of information coming up. You guys check out the store, teamlightstore.com. I'm going to be making all new. Email me at support@teamlight.com with any questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. All right.